I said those of una who una never listen to the detail of all the truth wey Fabi bring for this in recent investigation. He had a press statement and brought out shocking revelation. I just talk one for part of those videos, but una go here because it talk so many things. It talks so many things, and these things we talk is very important in the ongoing fight for this justice for Mohbad. Like I said, the justice for Mohbad with this is recent investigation now gave us some hope that finally we fit get some rest of mind for this matter wey dey. But meanwhile, those of una who una never watch the detail of the video, I go allow una watch the video from the beginning to the end and make only una tell me for comment section how far wetin una discover from wetin im talk. Because wetin im talk, my mouth no fit talk and finish. My mouth no fit talk and finish. And once again, Fabi, thank you for this eye-opening, because the matter is that you brought out a video right recently of the house, the same house they said the video clips they sent to you is the same thing that is they brought out, you brought out. And then you also told us about the CC camera where they remove. Oh man, they talk too much. Abi, bless her, they talk too much. Una hold on. Watch the video from Fabi in total press statement. I'll be right back.
It has left fans, family, and entertainment industry, colleagues devastated, leading to a nationwide demand for justice. And since 2023, Mohbad has not been committed to the Mother Earth for want of conclusion of investigation in order to unravel the circumstance of his death. Mohbad's death has brought to the forefront the alarming questions about possible foul play, including accusation and counter-accusations. The snail's pace of investigation and corruption beclouding the investigation process is worrisome. The public outcry for justice has resonated deeply, calling for a more honest investigation into the circumstances surrounding his passing. The Justice for Mohbad movement has gained tremendous momentum as fans, celebrities, and activists unite to seek transparent, honest, and fair legal process. Mohbad's death cannot be washed to slip into the archive of unresolved deaths in Nigeria. The public cannot stand by while the loved ones and artists are subjected to abuse, injustice, and neglect. Mohbad's death cannot be in vain. Right from 13th September 2023, our foundation, headed by my humble self, joined every other Nigerians to demand justice for Mohbad. We must thank the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Lagos State Ministry of Justice, and the Nigerian Police, first, for listening to the voice of the public that period. Also for their resolve that Mohbad must get justice. Quite frankly, in cases like this, violence is not the worst thing. The worst thing is apathy. We as people and society should understand that it is none of my business. It does not apply with another person when another person is hurt, is being persecuted or abused. It is your business. Mohbad's case is the business of any person with upright background and love for humanity and country. There is court of justice, note it. But there is court of conscience and there is court of Almighty God. Fast forward to the incident that led to today's gathering. On 11th of December 2024 at about 4 p.m., I was on my TikTok live conversing on the efficacy of video evidence and credible witness accounts in order to get undiluted justice for Mohbad, and how I will always hold my end of the bargain with any of the neighbors or persons who offer to help with the CCTV in both Mohbad's house and his estate. I emphasized on the importance of these two if Mohbad will get justice and will get it the right way, even though the coroner inquest, which is ongoing, will be an additional use and a vital instrument. I reminded my viewers of my previous fact-finding mission When I went to Royal Pine Estate, Mohbad's estate, on my fact-finding, I went to Kuramed Hospital, I visited the pharmacy and several other places. At about 4:23 p.m., Adura Aloba, Mohbad's younger brother, had sent me a DM after listening to me for a while and reacting in the comment section. When he realized I may not see.
It's not Adura Aloba time.
Okay, we'll get there. We'll get
Please.
there.
Adura, speak for
Okay.
yourself.
No, you will
Please.
Don't worry. Let me finish my speech. Let me finish my speech.
So I'm be by more Christy Day.
Mama.
I have to continue my speech.
Everybody has speech.
Madam,
Bó ṣe pa promise yẹn.
madam,
Tí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀.
No,
everybody.
Mi ò fẹ́ kọ́ bá mi pa ọmọ yìí.
wọ́n bí àdúrà. Ẹ wo bí kò sí ohun tó máa ṣe. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi? Mọ́mí, ẹ fi ọkọ̀ yín balẹ̀. If we can love his brother, we have to love him. Kò sí ohun tó máa ṣe. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi? Èmi kọ́ ni mo ní handle yẹn. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi?
Continue speaking.
So ẹ má worry, ẹ fọkàn yín balẹ̀. We are together. Nothing will happen to you. Trust me.
Continue speaking.
I will always hold my end of it. Okay, at about 4:23 p.m., I have to take you guys back so that you can be up to speed. Adura Aloba's younger brother has sent me a DM after listening to me for a while and reacting in the comment section. When he realized I did not see the DM on time, he wrote to the comment section asking that I check my DM. And lo and behold, he offered to give me a video recording of a fight that is sealed between the late singer Mohbad and his wife Cynthia. He demanded for 3 million naira. He went further to convince me by narrating how the violence between his brother and his wife resulted in Mohbad falling off the stairs and hitting his head to the floor. Something that can equally be linked to the bent neck in the casket, so much blood some few people found in the house after the singer had passed. The conversation went on for a while, with me playing along. I demanded to see at least the proof of the video existed, and he requested for my email and shared a 3 seconds partly censored image to me. When I downloaded, I previewed, and there was a violent argument in the video in the background. I probed further for longer and uncensored images, and the negotiation got stuck at that point. The following morning, I immediately informed the Deputy Commissioner of Police heading the State Criminal Investigating Department, that is DCP Lati, that is the main segment of the Lagos State Police Command, saddled with the ongoing homicide investigation. And I also reached out to the PRO of the Lagos State Police Command, Mr. Benjamin Hundeyin, and I sent the images to them, to both of them. And in the course of our interfacing, the DCP acknowledged and then obliged me to come in with a petition to that effect, and which I sent in and he acknowledged. While I was expecting positive feedback on the news, on the new leads from Panti, the next phone call invitation I received was from a police officer with the name Shedrack Enabo. He introduced himself as the investigating officer, that is the IPO, CP Special Squad, that is Commissioner of Police Special Squad 1. He reliably informed me on a case of impersonation brought to the attention of the Commissioner of Police by Adura Aloba, and that I should come so that they can intimate me of their findings and progress. I quickly reminded him of my earlier petition on the same matter to the State CID of the State Command. Of course, as a gallant of justice fighter, I had the appointment and I went straight to the CP's Special Squad 1. I attended the Special Squad 1. I met with the deceased father, Mr. Joseph Aloba, his lawyer, and one Mr. Aye Pareti. They were waiting there to also to see what was going on. The officer in charge briefed me and shared some detailed efforts. I commended them for their proactive approach and prompt public service delivery. I only noticed from his response and remarks that the case was not harmonized, because it's the same state police command, and it is the same command that is dealing with Mohbad's case. So I was expecting that the case would have been harmonized. And when I didn't see that, I said, okay, fine, no problem. I only noticed from his response and remarks that the case was not harmonized, and there is no interest by this team to investigate the confession or extract from the 3 seconds video. At that point, they made me understand that their investigation detected it was not Adura Aloba that was chatting between and made those confession, but one Habib Damola Ayinde, another close associate of the late Mohbad, who was equally present in the house when Mohbad died, and he even joined them in taking Mohbad to the hospital, that is Pyramid Hospital and Perez. Okay, I said, okay, that's fine, that's a new angle. I requested to see the alleged impersonator, that is that Damola Ayinde, for clarity, and it was brought out from his cell. I asked him if he was the one shutting me up, and he answered yes. I asked him of the video, if the video was from the fight in Mohbad's house. He said yes, that it was a fight between Wunmi and another member of Mohbad's crew. I said, really? And then I probed him further on how he had access to Adura's phone, and particularly his TikTok account. And at this point, the police interjected. They spoke for the Damola, and then the police answered for him. They said Adura sold his iPhone to the Damola in November, but Adura forgot to log out of his TikTok account. And that was how Damola had the opportunity to access his TikTok and shut me up. I said, oh, beautiful. And I told Damola to his face, that, you know what, young man, I do not believe you. I said it to him in front of the police, and in front of Damola, I said, I do not believe your story, and I will never believe it. It's not corroborated. And I said to him immediately, I said, okay, I asked the officer in charge, this Damola Ayinde, does he have access to a lawyer? And he replied, no, but that they have given him a form to fill so that he can have access to Office of a Public Defender. As you are all aware, Lagos State government will always give you opportunity. If you don't have money, if you look at your income, if it is not reasonable, if it's not up to par, they can't charge you to court without a lawyer. It's your right. You must stand firm and say, you know what, I need a lawyer. So if you don't have one, if you don't have money, Office of a Public Defender, they are there to help you. So you do that. So, and I asked Damola to contact me through his family if he needs the help of a lawyer, that my foundation, my Human Rights Foundation, Break the Silence Foundation, we will be able to assist him with a lawyer. That everybody deserves to be heard, everybody deserves fair hearing and right to solicitor. So now let me take you guys to back to memory lane. If we go by the accounts of the police on how Mohbad died, it means all the people in the house, all those present in the house, they all knew. If you all to go back to memory lane, they said a nurse came in because he had an injury to his hand. Probably he was bleeding, I had pain, and I'm like, I don't know how it's still going to be possible for somebody to bleed from on the 10th of September till the 12th. And then they said a nurse who was outside Nigeria came in, despite the fact that there is a hospital 4 minutes very close to his house. There is a pharmacy like 40 seconds to his house. I said, okay, when you look at all that, with the whole story that they said, that the nurse came in, injected him, and then he went into an affiliative reaction, and then something happened, then they rushed him to the hospital, he passed, he was brought in dead. Certainly, that is not a natural death. For that reason, it is expected that all those, that is why at the end of the day, if we go by the police account on how Mohbad died, it means all the people in the house present knew it was not a natural death, but refused to report to the police. It is a law. Any death must be reported to the police. Nobody can just die in the house and then you take the person for burial. The police, they've got right to know and ascertain, okay, it's a natural death or natural one. If they are reported to the police and give the same account, the police would of course want to investigate. But of course, all the people in the house, they refuse to tell the police, and that is a cause for concern. And then it was when the public noticed Mohbad's bent neck, it was at the point of interment. That was when the public demanded discreet investigation, as we all suspected foul play. At the end of the day, it is pointing to a murder that occurred within these 16 people or thereabouts, and it was a joint decision to cover it up and sweep it under the carpet by members of the family and a few police officers. Some persons have been bragging online since that nothing can be done, and of course we are seeing traces that nothing can be done. So the question is this: is there truly some powerful people bigger than the constitution of the land that want to coerce the Nigerian police to sweep such a blatant and heinous crime as murder under the carpet, despite the series of overwhelming evidence available? Something is fishy. And then some of this evidence came to light naturally, like the message I received, like the short video. I don't know Mohbad's house, I've not been to his house. I don't control Adra's handle. So whoever controlled it, it's a natural occurrence. And that is where the police will have to understand that this is the path that they must follow. And then, when you look at all this evidence that came to light, but now they're looking like they are deliberately trying to ignore, this issue and this particular lead. And that is why they want to probably give the killer of Mohbad the leeway to walk free. And we as a society, we're not going to be accepting that. It's our duty, it's our civic social responsibility to stand firm and care for the next person. It's our duty. So the question is, will injustice continue to have a price in Nigeria? The question is, why do you give birth to children when you know what you are going through now? The burden of injustice, burden of corruption, children unsafe. You are not doing anything to make it better, to alleviate it, and you're giving birth to children. You're going to be lifting the same thing to your children after you're gone. And that is why you ask yourself, who is trying to perpetually soil the integrity of the Nigerian police in dirty mud? Whose conscience has been bought? These are priceless questions. And of course, to what benefit will covering such a high-profile murder case have on the country the safety of lives and justice system? What will Nigeria suffer? What will happen to Nigeria if they try to say, okay, it's quite appalling. And quite sadly, that the following key persons, Cynthia Wunmi Aloba, Damola Inde Habib, Adura Aloba, Darosha, that is Mohbad's uncle, who by law and standard policing should be key suspects in this homicide case, were never treated as one. Police officer confirmed to me that they were not treated as suspects. As a matter of fact, they were treated as victims, and they were just coming to write, this is what happened, this is what happened. No, that's not the law. If I was there when my son died, under the law, I am a suspect. Especially when there are serious circumstances that make it looking like something has happened. My child has no right to life. So, if it's my wife, if it's the mother of a child, it is the law. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and we don't know why that is. No pre-arrest, they were shielded by God knows who. But as God would have it, the voluntary confessional statement via TikTok came from the same camp. There is definitely the hand of God and the grace in Mohbad's case. And these signs are there. We cannot assume a 26 years old, a young boy, we cannot assume him when he is meant to be having eternal rest for want of trying to bring light to what took his life. The millions of Nigerians cannot be so wrong to know that something is fishy. We all know something happened to him before he died. And if we as a society assume such a person, how can we as a society, out of sheer hypocrisy, fear, then want to return it back to the same Mother Earth? We cannot return it back to that same soil with darkness and lies. Our children will pay. Those are the reasons why you see some terrible sicknesses that we cannot explain. And that is why we that are alive, we need to play a part. We need to stand up and stand up for what is right. And then, after showing you all the series of evidence, at least that can help narrow down the cause of death, likely murderers, and accomplice, which I'm not sure are available or passed to the police or deliberately ignored up until now, we want to humbly request as follows. That the Nigerian police, as a matter of urgency, invite Adura Aloba and Cynthia Wumi Aloba, Mohbad's wife, for thorough investigation. And of course, they should be arrested and placed as suspects in the ongoing homicide case and any other that surfaces or traverses through their investigation. That Mrs. Folashade, Mohbad's auntie, that is her younger sister, should be invited to corroborate a statement of seeing a blanket soaked with blood when she accompanied her sister into Mohbad's house. There is no way Mohbad will bleed. He can't bleed from 10th to 12th. And that's caught. It's unacceptable. If we accept this, you are practically saying if the same thing should happen to you, to your son, to your daughter, that is the way Nigerian society should treat them. We have to stand up. It's our business. It's your duty to stand up and stand firmly so that we can all change the narratives and make this country better. If we do nothing, the country cannot improve. And then number 3, I'm going to be calling on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He's a father. I've been to him severally. One-on-one, he has been of help. I know he's a proper Democrat. I'm calling on the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. I voted for him first and second time. And that means I want his government to do well. And that means if I see something wrong, I also have a right to express myself. And I'm going to be calling on the Inspector General of Police. I want to believe he's going to be a parent now and not a police officer. And do the due diligence and restore trust and the integrity of the Nigerian police. If we fix Nigerian police first, if we can fix it, trust me, this country will get better. Nigerian police connects to all the facets of human life. Whether you are a pagan, you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a visitor, you're a resident, you're an indigent, you're a trader, you need the Nigerian police. And we almost understand that it is our property. We cannot allow criminal elements to mess up with the integrity of the Nigerian police. It is your duty to do something to make sure it is restored. And there are so brilliant, honest, forthright Nigerian police officers who respect the uniform and the flag. This flag means a whole lot to them. And that is why you and I need to stand up, support those kind of police officers, and ensure that we bring to closure this Mohbad's case. And of course, we're going to be asking that if the Lagos State Police Command in 7 days refuse to do the needful on the 3 seconds video and confession sent to me, of course, and then try to retrieve the source of that video, because as we speak, the police, they've not actually recovered the video. We don't know where it is, and I'm not going to be engaging in jungle justice or putting laws into my hands to extract the video. It is the police that would have to do it, and they should find the source of the 30-second video and explain to us in honesty the full details of the video, maybe, which is looking likely that that is where the truth and justice from Mohbad lies. And everybody that needs to be protected, if Adura Aloba needs to be protected, I am calling on the police to give him proper protection. If anything happens to him, we'll know who we're going to take. And of course, that the new main suspects to be charged to court at worst before the end of the first quarter. We want a fair trial, and this case must not be swept under the carpet. We as a human rights organization, I don't love to protest. Though part of our training and understanding is that protest is the language of the oppressed. And of course, when you have the wrong people in government, they will wait until the people protest before they respond. But I want to believe this is a very sane and democratic government. The leader of this country, I've been following him since 1999, when I was PA to Honorable Mogori Olagbara at the Lagos State House of Assembly, and he's been a very fantastic supporter to the Nigerian movie industry. I know how much he loved Baba Suwe, who was my boss of blessed memory. So Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a genuine leader and a parent. He cares so much, and he cannot look at us and continue to see us every day. TikTokers, people see it every day, buy data because they want closure. Because the picture of how Mohbad died and how he was buried does not represent you and I. I don't know which criminal that represents. I don't know who is heartless. That kind of burial. Every human being deserves dignity, and that is the beauty of democracy. It preserves human dignity. If anybody's going to be buried and it's going to be buried that way, maybe because the neck is no longer functioning from that form. And that is why I'm appealing to the President, to the Governor of Lagos State, and to the Inspector General of Police to look into the activities of the Lagos State Police Command. There are so many foul play. I will continue to support, to promote, to stand by the police. As a matter of fact, people think, oh, maybe the police are always bribing me or I am playing anki-paki by always supporting police, but they don't know. I am raised properly, and I know the efficacy of the Nigerian police. I know that every child needs to be able to trust the police. We need to raise the next generation such that even the children of police officers can trust police officers. What we have now is nothing to write home about. The children of police officers cannot even trust neutral police officers, and that is a serious cause for concern. And if we all can invest in the Nigerian police, we should ask that the Nigerian police should be well funded. As we speak now, the Nigerian police is terribly underfunded, and I will still continue to demand or to join the voices to demand to ask for state police. We need it, and we need it well. And then don't forget that the fastest but the sluggish athlete is the truth. And in the words of the great Martin Luther King Jr. of blessed memory, he said, and I quote, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it's bending towards justice. It is justice for Mohbad or nothing. And Luther continua. The victory is certain." Thank you, and God bless you.
So, una hear everything wey Fabi bring out for this revelation. Hey, the one wey still dey shock everybody be say he talk inside the video say na Mohbad wife push her husband. Now Mohbad wife na him push her husband, wey be say the husband kpai like this, all of which she know, she just dey twist this whole matter. That's why I say confusion dey. Una know that's why confusion dey. Oh, a lot of confusion dey. The only thing why they beg Fabi be say stop to dey call names. No call names. Now this name calling na him bring Iyabo Ojo, Tonto Dike, Sam Larry, Naira Marley, Daddy Freeze, very dark black man, Jimmy Clef, and Sam Clef. All manner of problem for this country. Make this country won't catch fire. So no call names. Say a close associate or a close friend give me this information. So guys, whatever you feel about this video, drop it in the comment section, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to share this video and bring your thought like at the comment section. Share this video, and thank you for watching. One love. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Support your girl. Yes, support me by sharing, support me by following, support me by saying the comments in the comment section. Yes, that's the only way we can grow. You can still support me by sending Malachi, because we take a lot of money to do this job. Any job when I see blogger bring out, when I give her like this, it is hard. Your money go follow, and the money where they follow will they fit up. They reach to build us. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. One love. Bye bye.